In getting the students ready to do the dinosaur book project, I spent a lot of time thinking about what it was I wanted them to get out of it. And the main thing I wanted them to get out of it was where dinosaurs fell on the geologic timescale, because that's the state standard, is the students are able to identify events on the geologic timescale. And a big one, and one that the kids are always interested in, is dinosaurs.
So let's take a look at what the project is. Anybody want to tell me, remind me what this story is going to be about?
The project we're working on is if dinosaurs were alive today, what would the interaction between dinosaurs and humans together? It can be a fairy tale, historical fiction, so you can connect it either way you want as long as it has the facts in it about the dinosaurs.
The very first day I asked the question when we started this project, what if dinosaurs were alive today? Just write, think. That's already using higher order thinking because they're just imagining a new thing.
We're also having to put a little bit of fiction in because dinosaurs weren't here, and we're getting a little bit of facts about dinosaurs.
I changed the story from a T-Rex to a Brontosaurus because T-Rex are meat eaters and Brontosaurus are plant eaters.
To also have them develop characters, I'm having them use graphic organizers, which that processing, that thinking and that using is a higher order thinking skill of, not everything is listed out step by step. They're having to make it on their own.
They find a book about T-Rexes, a family. The baby's name is Rex, the mom's name is Roxy, and the father's name is Dexter.
It's simpler for me to have students just read the textbook and answer questions or take notes and just memorize it. It's not long lasting. And I know for myself and from my years of experience that things that I did are what I remembered. And so I know that once I started giving it to my students in a manner where they're actually processing it and having to use it and having to explain it and having to make it a part of them, they weren't learning it until that happened. And I'm such a big proponent of doing projects and doing things like that because it gets kids into the knowledge.
Well, I'm learning about dinosaurs that I've probably never heard of before and the facts about them.
I found out that a Tyrannosaurus Rex can eat up to 500 pounds in one bite.
For those students who learn better from pictures, that puts it in their brain in a different way. And so I try to hit every way that kids can learn.
The project that I would probably want to do is make a book, because I'd rather learn the facts and then draw them and learn more about them with my imagination.
There are kids that are working on this project that are the kids that do nothing for me. I can't get them to get out a pencil. And they're doing it, they're engaged, they're on task, they're on topic, they're delving into this whole project because it's different, it's exciting, it's fun, it's creative, and they get to express themselves, but they're learning, and I don't think they actually think they're learning. But when they're asked questions about dinosaurs, when did they go extinct, what did they look like, how did they live, they're going to remember, oh yeah, in that class when I was in 7th grade, I did that project where I wrote that book. Oh yeah, and so they've got it.
I like doing this kind of project because it helps me remember, I wrote a story about that.
I want them to go to high school and take their biology class in high school and go, oh yeah, I learned that in Mrs. Moore's class. And I want to hear back from the biology teachers going, those kids learned. They come back, they know what they're supposed to know when they reach me, thank you. That's my goal. I want the kids to know it when they leave me. And higher order thinking is a big part of that, being able to take information and use it in a different way. Instead of just giving it back verbatim, that's what learning is.